Hey guys, so I was complaining in my last video that the snow wouldn't arrive this year, but it has arrived now, as you can see, in full force, and it's also become cold outside. So today it's minus 10 degrees below Celsius, but we've had minus 20 degrees below in the last couple of weeks. Today is the 24th of December and it's Christmas, and I figured I could talk a little bit about Norwegian Christmas traditions. If you want to hear about them, here is a chance. So in Norway, we open our gifts on the 24th in the evening, not on the day of the 25th that I know a lot of countries have as a custom. So on the 24th, some people go to church in the morning, and some people have a nice long breakfast with their family. Some people go to visit friends and family to exchange gifts, and then usually people have a bit of a Christmas party in the evening with their family where they have a big dinner. Here in Norway, we like to eat traditional Norwegian celebratory foods, so it could be pork ribs, or it could be dried and salted meat of sheep, or it could also be fish, and some people even have fermented fish. And some people have this tradition, which is very weird to me, where they actually have a whole sheep's head prepared and laid out on the table, and then the guests can carve off pieces of meat off of the cheeks and stuff, and some people have the brains. And we don't do that where I come from. Different regions of Norway typically have different celebratory foods for Christmas, so I guess that's a little bit different and unique to our country. Anyways, it's customary to exchange presents after dinner, and of course there's this tug of war between the kids and the parents, where the parents, they kind of on purpose stretch the dinner out a little extra, and then they have dessert, and then they do the whole, oh, the dishwasher is broken, we're gonna have to clean up by hand, so it's gonna take forever till you get the kids. And of course the kids are running around in the house from 5 in the morning screaming about wanting to open their presents. So that's part of our tradition as well. Now, as it turns out, I don't go to church, and I don't have to exchange gifts on the day of Christmas Eve, and I typically don't have to prepare any big meals either. I'm very lucky. I can go to a family dinner later on and get everything prepared for me. I have made a little bit of a Christmas tradition for myself. So for the last few years, on the day of Christmas Eve, I have gone out and done some model airplane flying, and it's just been with me. It's kind of a thing that I like to do, and there's no big club project or anything like that. And the cool thing about the day of Christmas Eve is that a lot of places are deserted because people have family obligations, and then especially in the afternoon all the businesses are closed. So there are places that are kind of inaccessible for the remainder of the year that are easy to get to and use during the day of Christmas Eve. So I was hoping this year maybe I could have this epic FPV project or something like that, but there's been no time to prepare it leading up to Christmas. So what I did today, I just grabbed my Icon A5 from eFlight that I bought brand new and assembled for our waterplane fly meet in my hometown club this summer. I've only flown it once for that meet, and I figured it would work great on snow, and it did. I've flown seaplanes on snow before, but it's been very abrasive snow and ice, and it just tears the EPP to shreds in no time. But the way it is now, with cold and fresh snow that's really powdery, it's kind of like flying on the water, only easier, because as soon as you land, it really puts on the brakes on the snow. So it's perfect if you have the chance to fly in powdery snow where you live. Definitely get some sort of seaplane and try it out. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, it's getting dark. I meant to go out a lot earlier, but as always, things happen, and no exception today. I had to help my girlfriend get her car started. It had trouble getting started up in the cold, and she was going away to see her family for her Christmas dinner party. So anyways, I only managed to get a short little flight in before it was too dark. As you can see, probably it's getting to evening time, and also we have really short days in Norway this time of the year. I live in sort of the bottom end of Norway, and it's not that bad, but way up north they actually have days this time of year where the sun does not come up at all. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the way it is. Anyways, the sun turned around again 2 days ago on the 22nd, so from now on the days will get longer and longer, so flying in the afternoons after work will probably be an option again. And we are hoping that the lake will freeze over properly very soon, so we can sort of open up our runway down on the frozen lake. You'd think with minus 10 and 20 degrees below zero it would freeze over in no time, and it does. But the problem is, if you get snow on top of the ice, it acts as insulation, and you get this weird dynamic, especially when you get warm spells where the ice won't freeze to proper thickness and the proper rigidity, and at the same time you get this layer of water over the ice before the snow starts. So for now you definitely can't drive the tractor. We need to clear the snow on the ice, and even if we could, it would just be a swimming pool for the airplanes basically. So that's why today I just picked a random field not too far away from where I lived, and it was a great experience. With that, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas if you do celebrate Christmas, and if you don't, I definitely want to wish you a Happy New Year. If you do enjoy my videos, it would mean the world to me if you were to subscribe. I'm making these videos out of passion, and it's a fun activity, and I love it when I get comments from all around the world. It's become a big part of my everyday life, in fact. So I do appreciate all the subscribers and the followers I do have on the channel, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next year. Bye bye!